blind black boy was asked to sing at school as a joke, but his voice left the room speechless. The gymnasium smelled of fresh wax and sweat, the kind of place where dreams were made, or crushed. It was talent day at Crestwood High, a wealthy private school where the children of doctors, lawyers, and CEOs strutted on stage with polished acts. Backstage, among the glittering costumes and expensive instruments, sat 14-year-old Elijah. A black boy, blind since birth, wearing a plain shirt and scuffed shoes. His cane rested against his chair as he tilted his head, listening to the nervous chatter of other students. He hadn't signed up. He wasn't part of this world. But fate, and cruelty, would push him into the spotlight. "Hey, Eli," a voice sneered. It was Tyler, the quarterback's son, flanked by his friends. "Why don't you show us your talent?" "Maybe, walking in a straight line." The boys roared with laughter. Elijah's cheeks burned, but he stayed silent. Then Tyler grinned wider. "No, wait. Better idea. Sing us something, blind boy. Let's give the whole school a show." Teachers hesitated. Students smirked. No one stopped it. To them, it was harmless fun, humiliate the janitor's son for a laugh. Elijah's fingers curled around his cane. His father had always told him, "Son, your blindness isn't weakness. You just see the world in ways others can't." So, Elijah stood. Slowly. Quietly. The gym fell into an awkward hush as he tapped his way toward the microphone. Whispers hissed through the bleachers. "What's he doing? He can't be serious. This is gonna be embarrassing." Elijah reached the mic, head tilted slightly toward the unseen crowd. His voice was soft. "You wanted me to sing? All right." Then he opened his mouth, and the world changed. A single note, pure and golden, soared into the rafters. It wasn't just singing. It was soul, raw and unfiltered. His voice wrapped around every ear, every heart, pulling them into a place where pain and beauty lived together. The laughter stopped. The whispers died. He sang about struggle. About being invisible. About nights when he wondered why God had taken his sight, and mornings when his father's voice reminded him he was more than enough. The gym trembled under the weight of his voice. Some students sat frozen, their mouths open. Others blinked back tears. Even teachers, who had looked the other way moments ago, wiped their eyes. When the final note faded, silence gripped the room. Then, like a wave breaking, the gym erupted. Cheers. Applause. Standing ovation. Elijah bowed his head, unsure of the noise around him. He whispered into the mic, "Thank you." But the real shock was yet to come. In the crowd, a woman in a sharp suit wiped tears from her eyes. She wasn't just any parent, she was the director of the National Conservatory of Music. She rose to her feet, her voice cutting through the chaos. "Who is his guardian?" The gym stilled. Elijah's father, still in his janitor's uniform, stepped forward. His eyes were wide, his hands trembling. The woman walked straight to him. "Sir, your son doesn't belong here," the crowd gasped. She smiled. "He belongs on the world's greatest stages." Gasps turned into whispers, whispers into cheers. The same kids who had mocked him moments before now reached out, wanting to touch the boy they had laughed at. Tyler, the ringleader, sat frozen, his face pale. For the first time, he realized the joke wasn't Elijah. The joke was him. In the weeks that followed, Elijah's life transformed. The video of his performance went viral, millions of views flooding in. Invitations poured from every corner, concert halls, TV shows, churches across the country. But Elijah never let it change him. He still walked with his cane. He still held his father's hand. And when asked what gave him strength, he always said, "The day they laughed at me, was the day I learned my voice was stronger than their hate." Years later, as Elijah stood on the stage of Carnegie Hall, the lights blazing and the audience breathless, he remembered that gymnasium. The laughter. The cruelty. The microphone in his hands. And he smiled. Because he knew, his blindness had never made him less. It had made his gift unforgettable.